If some locomotive gets involved in a wreck, whether it would be in a head-on collision, derailment, or something like a bullet explosion with steam locomotives, they are expected to be either repaired by workshops and returned to service, or they could just be sold to scrap as to how much damage they have taken, with most results being resulting in the locomotives being sold for scrap. However, for one locomotive, mainly Canadian Pacific Railway number 8739, or CPR 8739 for short, was involved in a wreck outside of Bath in New Brunswick. Not only was she scrapped out of her repair, she was also abandoned. It was April 1st, 1976. A freight train was traveling on the Saco subdivision to its destination. The locomotive leading the train was an MLW RS-18 switcher locomotive number 8739 that worked for the Canadian Pacific Railroad, which was built by the Montreal Locomotive Works. The trip was going smooth until reaching milepost 82.7. It was approximately 3 a.m. when the train was approaching a bridge that was constructed above the St. Johns River. Though unaware, a washout had occurred under the bridge, causing it to collapse. And by the time crews noticed it, it was too late. The locomotive plunged off the gap and into the river below, while the cars the locomotive was pulling stayed upright. After the wreck was done, the train the locomotive was pulling was towed away by some other locomotives while recovery operations for CPR 8739 began. And don't worry, old girl, we'll have you out and back on the rails in no time. Yeah, right. And that's always what I've been wanting. So, anyways, once you put me back on the rails, you're gonna put me back in service, right? Right? They started by removing the locomotive's main generator, then removed its engine and its electrical components for other spare parts, and finally its traction motors so that way it could prevent itself from moving, or at least get the locomotive from moving. And then they left its body to rot before being abandoned on May 12th, 1976. Wasn't really a recovery operation, ain't it? Yeah, it was unfortunate that this locomotive's fate was abandoned by the rail as it only came for spare parts. And as of today, it's still underwater, decaying as time passes. The some forecast is still operating. How long do you think CPR 8739 would stay underwater before eventually being recovered by locals?